Jai Hind everyone. We will start the event in some time. We are waiting for our principal sir to join in.
Jai Hind Raut ma'am. Jai Hind Akansha ma'am. Jai Hind Shruti ma'am. Jai Hind Rikita ma'am. And Jai Hind everyone.
Hello, Jai Hind. Jai Hind, everyone. Our principal sir will be joining in few minutes. Sorry for the delay. Kashish, Principal Sir has joined the meet. You may start.
Okay. Jai Hind, everyone. With freedom in our mind, faith in our words, and pride in our soul, I welcome you all with great enthusiasm. A very warm greetings to our respected chief guest, Senior Under Officer Akansha Asnari ma'am, Cadet Captain Nikita Khote ma'am, along with Cadet Warrant Officer Prithvi Patil ma'am, and our Honorable Principal Dr. R.P. Borkar sir, Faculty Coordinator Professor Neha Kharse ma'am, NCC Coordinator Professor S.R. Varg sir, and our beloved audience. I would request you all to please stand up for a national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 जय
I, Kashish Badhwani, along with my co-host Pranav Patle, welcome you all on behalf of Government College of Engineering Nagpur's own Trishakti-Cell and NCC Cell. It was established with the motive to encourage the youth of college to join defense services. Trishakti-Cell was inaugurated on the occasion of Kargil Vijay Divas on 23rd July 2019, and we were fortunate enough to have this cell set in motion by Air Vice Marshal Balkrishnan Maniketan Sir, SASSO, Headquarter Maintenance Command and Reports Nagpur. We would like to present some glimpses of Trishakti-Cell through a video. Here is a glimpse of few past events or sessions conducted by Trishakti-Cell. To begin with, the first webinar was on wide defense services, where the speaker was Colonel Abhishek Mishra sir. This was followed by another webinar on defense forces by Lieutenant Commander Parth Ragat Singh sir. And then we had one session on detailed explanation of the process of entries in defense forces by Mr. Prasanna Chaudhary sir and Colonel Avinash Mule sir. This was followed by an inspiring speech from Captain Dharamveer Singh sir and Major Colonel Vikram Dogra sir. We also interviewed Mr. Vasu Dubey sir, an ISRO scientist. The pandemic situations boosted ourselves to conduct these events. Now, I would request our Honorable Principal, Dr. R.P. Borkar sir, to share his thoughts with us. Over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you all. And this is a good occasion for the NCC cadets and the students of Government Engineering College, Nagpur. As our student representative narrated the various program organized under the NSS cadet banners, and since July 2019, our college is continuously conducting the programs, and the number of NSS cadets are increasing. Today is a very good occasion to boost the morale of the NCC students and the general students. Today's resource persons from different backgrounds, and they are very experienced personality amongst us. The name is one is Akanksha Asnare, then Khair, and Patil is there. So I personally, and on behalf of the Government Engineering College Nagpur, I welcome them and request them that give the thought-provoking speech to our students, so that not only the NCC cadets but the other general students will boost and they will join in the large number. And wishing the organizer a good success, and see that the disciplines among the students and in particular for the NCC cadets will be enhanced. So wishing all the best to the program. I conclude my speech. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind and wise words. I now request Dean Student Welfare, Dr. Tajni Madam, to share her thoughts with us. Over to you, ma'am.
Sakshi, actually, there is some technical problem from ma'am's side.
Okay, sir, we'll take her speech after this. We'll continue the program.
The moment when that problem gets solved, I'll let you know. Okay?
Yes, sir. Yes.
By that time, please continue the remaining program.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
The doors of opportunities are open to only those who are bold enough to know. The statement holds the utmost truth. As we regular citizens learn rifle shooting as a sport, where the soldiers play with the lives, holding them daily.
Sarika? Sarika?
Climbing mountains and not eating home-cooked meal is an adventure for us, where we feel fresh, but this thrill is multiplied by the fear of losing our own lives on the battlefield. The least we can do for the military men and women is to honor and be thankful for their unselfish deeds. Serving in different services is a way of life that demands discipline and sacrifice at its foremost. And today, with us, we have one of India's best cadets of Army, Navy, and Air Force. Now, I would like Pranav to elaborate us about our eminent guests. Over to you, Pranav.
Jai Hind, ma'am. I am profusely overjoyed to take the opportunity to introduce our speaker, Senior Under Officer Akanksha Asnare, ma'am, of 4 Maharashtra Girls Battalion, Amravati Group NCC. She is currently pursuing BA LLB 4th year from Dr. Punjabrao District College of Law, Amravati. Being in the 3rd year of NCC, our remarkable achievements are selected as Central Master of Ceremony out of all 17 directed. Also Central Master of Ceremony for the visit of Honorable Raksha Mantri and Paramvir Chakra awardees. Attended special national integration camps and Republic Day camp respectively. She stood first in the debate competition in Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat camp. Ma'am has participated in many events such as Best Cadet Senior Wing Army, Prime Minister Rally, Group Dance. She was also flag area and line area briefer. Ma'am was the master of ceremony for the group dance. For all the above remarkable achievements, she was awarded with the Directorate General Commendation Card. Apart from NCC, her domains are expanded in various other places such as represented her college, university and state in various national and international level competition in the event of debate, theatre, and moot court. Interacted with Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji at Youth Parliament, awarded as a Best Speaker and Best Research in the 3 national moot court competition. I have also won the Best Actress Award at Purushottam Parandat and Rajya Naट्य Spardha. Keeping the same enthusiasm in flow, I would like to call upon our remarkable speaker, Senior Under Officer Akansha Asnare ma'am, to brief us about the various activities conducted in NCC and about her NCC camps and experiences till now. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Pranav. Am I clearly audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. शान से करते टेढ़ी टोपी लगा के हैकल लाल चले, कंधे से कंधे मिलते इनके करते यह कदम ताल चले, जज्बा इनका बेतोड़ है पर सजे खड़े तैयार वर्दी में आजादी के लाल चले. A very good morning to one and all present here. At the outset, I would like to take this opportunity of thanking Government College of Engineering for having me here and giving me this opportunity of interacting with such enthusiastic youth of our nation and giving me an opportunity of talking about my experience of being in association with the National Cadet Corps. So there are two topics that I've been asked to speak about today. One being the various camps and activities that are conducted by NCC, and secondly, my experience of having participated in the Republic Day Camp 2022. So firstly, anyone who is inquisitive to know about the various camps and activities of NCC will definitely have this question in mind as to why one must join National Cadet Corps. And while I talk about my experiences, while I talk about the camps and activities, I would like to answer this question in this entire session. So firstly, there are several camps and activities that are conducted by NCC. And why one must join NCC is that it is not only an organization which will give you an opportunity of having an insight into the armed forces, but it is also an organization which will help you in developing your personality and in this entire process, be united and a disciplined cadet. The motto of NCC is unity and discipline, and that is what it teaches us to all the cadets who become a part of it. There are camps like Ek Bharat Shreshth Bharat camp, Special National Integration camp, leadership camps, the combined annual training camps. Being an Army cadet or Air Wing or Naval cadet, you get an opportunity of participating in Thal Sainik, Vayu Sainik or Nau Sainik camp, and the most prestigious one being the Republic Day camp, where you get an opportunity to march on the Rajpath. Now, these camps definitely give us a lot of exposure and opportunity of interacting with various cadets from all over the country. But along with that, it also develops a personality. And while we return from these particular camps, one thing that stays with us is the sense of patriotism and a sense of responsibility of giving back to the community, which is why one must join NCC. Now, NCC, apart from being the world's largest uniformed youth organization, it is also an organization which is very unique in its character. Now, why I say so is because after my association with National Cadet Corps, I would just like to give you all a little background. Being a law student, I did not have a unit in my college. The COVID-19, because I was very active in all the other competitions like the youth festival and the moot court competitions, I did not have a plan of joining NCC. I was someone who was very oblivious about an organization such as the NCC. In the COVID-19 pandemic, I got an opportunity of thinking about what I want to do professionally. Being a law student, I was very much interested about the JAG branch, which is the Judge Advocate General's entry. I'm someone who does not come from an army background. So for me, for someone who is not into the army, but is interested to know about the armed forces, NCC is the only link that connects us to the army. It gives us an insight, and along with that, a very adventurous experience altogether. So that is when I decided I had to write a letter to my commanding officer. And after writing that particular letter, because of other certificates and achievements, I was able to get an admission into the NCC. After that, the first camp that I participated in was the Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat camp, which happened online. But the topic that was given to us, I participated in the debate competition, and the topic that was given to us was whether NCC is the strongest force inculcating societal changes. I was someone who did not experience a lot of training or camps because I was a first-year cadet, and due to the COVID-19 pandemic, none of the activities could be undertaken. So for me, I was speaking against the motion that NCC is not the strongest force. While doing so, I did achieve the first position. But reflecting back now, I feel after my 2 years of association with National Cadet Corps, I don't think so that I'll be able to say this with conviction that NCC is not the strongest force, because with time, I have realized that what NCC does and how NCC can change someone's life entirely. I did receive calls from the ex-Director General of National Cadet Corps for my performance in this competition, and that is how I was interested in participating in further camps like the Republic Day camp. My entire experience in NCC has completely changed my outlook, has completely changed my perspective. So all those who are listening to me right now, who are a part of this particular webinar, today you'll get an opportunity of listening to very close experiences from people who have been associated with NCC, who have actually lived that particular change. So from being a person who was completely unknown about National Cadet Corps to someone who is sharing her experience with you of participating in the Republic Day camp, I feel that I have come a long way. And so all the NCC cadets who become a part of NCC can see this particular change in their life, can see this particular change in their personality. So I've told you about the various camps and activities that are conducted. One thing that is one commonality between all of these particular camps is to give the youth of this country an opportunity of interacting with different cadets from all over the country, an opportunity of knowing more about our culture, about our values, about our ethnicity, in which we take so much pride. So tomorrow, when India will have the highest youth population in the country, tomorrow when the youth of this nation will become the decision makers, be it in the legislative, executive, or in any other thing that we choose to do in any other profession, we have that sense of pride in our culture. We are aware about the values that India has inherited, and we are able to do justice in preserving those culture. And that is the motto of all these camps that are organized under NCC. Now, coming to the Republic Day camp, I would like to share my experience. Actually, the journey was from a person who did not know about the Best Cadet competition to someone who became the Best Cadet for Maharashtra Directorate in the Army Wing. So I started preparing for this Republic Day camp. I was introduced to the Best Cadet competition. And before this, I was someone who was very much comfortable in the comfort zone. Like I used to only participate in the things that I was good at. But as soon as I stepped into the shoes of becoming a Best Cadet for Amravati unit, that time I came to know that I also have to perform in things which I'm not good at. So I was someone, if I would like to share my experience of firing from the intergroup competition. So Best Cadet is the one who participates in firing, who must be good at drill, is good at the written examination regarding the NCC handbook, is also participating in other cultural activities, and has and also group discussions and interview. So someone who is good at all of this will be chosen as the Best Cadet. And let me remind you that it is not how you perform for one single day, but these particular training goes on for around 3 to 4 months. So it's how you're performing each day that will lead you and that will help you in becoming the Best Cadet of the Directorate or of All India level. So while I was doing that, one lesson that I learned in NCC is that in life, you'll not always be kept in your comfort zone, and how you must perform when you're doing something in which you're not good at, how to be confident, how to enhance your personality. And that is what NCC has taught me. So my journey started from Amravati unit, wherein like in Amravati unit, there are 15,000 cadets, out of which 99 was sent by their particular units. And out of those 99 cadets, 16 were selected to represent Amravati unit. After that, we came at the intergroup competition. In intergroup competition, there were, like in Maharashtra Directorate, there are 1 lakh NCC cadets enrolled. Out of those 1 lakh sent, like there are 7 groups in Maharashtra Directorate. So there were 150 cadets. And out of those 150 cadets, the final contingent was made of 56 cadets. And out of those 56 cadets, 6 cadets were selected to be the best cadets. And out of those 6 cadets, 3 are present in front of you today. So it's a long process. It's about how you perform each day. And that is what NCC has taught me. And it is not only us who have got an opportunity of participating in these camps, but every NCC cadet who is able to attend even a small camp like the combined annual training camp will get to learn these particular qualities. After coming to the intergroup competition, our training started in Pune. We were there for around 2 months. We were trained in all of these activities. We used to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and would go up to sleep by 12, 12:30 after finishing all our chores. We had to be good at firing, drill, group discussion, interview, written exam, group dance, and all of these practices used to happen every day. So that somehow prepared us to participate in the Republic Day camp. We went on to Delhi after that, 56 of us. After that, we got an opportunity of meeting all the other cadets from 16 directorates. It was a lifetime experience to see the best cadets pitched in by 16 different directorates from all over the country. And it is a matter of great pride for all of us to share with you that Maharashtra bagged the first prize this year in the Republic Day camp. We bagged the Prime Minister's banner. And after that, we got like Maharashtra Directorate. The experience that we got being a part of this directorate was one of its kind, because not every directorate is treated like the Maharashtra Directorate is. So after that, after the entire experience of the Republic Day camp, we came back and got an opportunity of meeting the governor, meeting the chief minister, deputy chief minister, sports minister. When we were in Delhi, we met the Honorable Raksha Mantri, Honorable Prime Minister of our country, several other dignitaries and officers from the armed forces who have an experience of serving in the army for more than 30 to 35 years. So these kind of experiences, we do not get them anywhere else. So anyone who is interested to join the forces, who is interested in the uniform, who is very much serious and focused about improving and enhancing their personality, must consider joining NCC. And I can assure you that you will not regret it at all. After coming back from Delhi, we stayed in Mumbai, and after Mumbai, we have come back again to our own units. We have also appeared for the Youth Exchange Program interview. So YP is a camp in which you get an opportunity of representing India in some other abroad nation. So after you have participated in the Republic Day camp, if you're a second year cadet, you get an opportunity of participating and appearing for the interview of the YP, that is the Youth Exchange Program. And if you're selected there, you get an opportunity of representing India in any of the 11 countries that India has the delegation with. So this is an opportunity which no other organization can provide you. Wearing India on your back and on your shoulders is something, the tag is something, a matter of great pride for all of us, I'm sure. So these are the things, these are the activities that happen and are undertaken by NCC. NCC is not only a productive activity, but NCC is about increasing the productivity of the nation. NCC as an organization is not about preparing the future for the youth, but rather about preparing the youth for the future. The things that we learn in NCC, apart from the map reading, obstacle training, weapon training, you get an opportunity of seeing actually the arms and ammunition that are used by the army. For an air wing cadet, you get an opportunity to fly. For a naval wing cadet, you get an opportunity to participate in camps like the overseas deployment. So if you're interested to know about the armed forces, if you're interested in developing your personality, NCC has innumerable opportunities for you. It will be a life-changing experience. So what NCC has taught me, I'll just sum up in the next 4 lines. And this is a lesson that I'll take with me forever, is that जब टूटने लगे हौसले तो ये याद रखना, बिना मेहनत के तख्तो ताज हासिल नहीं हुआ करते, ढूंढ लेना अंधेरों में भी मंजिल अपनी, जुगनू कभी रोशनी के मोहताज नहीं होते. All of the people who are present in this webinar today, I urge all of you to become a part of National Cadet Corps, and trust me, it will be one of the best decisions that you take in your life, and you will not regret it. Who knows, tomorrow we'll be attending the webinars in which some of you will be speaking about your experiences in NCC. Thank you so much once again for giving me this opportunity. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Really grateful for your valuable words. Thank you, ma'am. Now, I would like Kashish to brief us about our second guest. Further, over to you, Kashish.
Jai Hind, ma'am. With immense pride, I would like to introduce the best cadet of Senior Wing Navy, Cadet Captain Nikita Khote, ma'am, of 3 Maharashtra Naval Unit, Pune. She is pursuing BCA from Progressive Education Society Modern College, and being in final year of NCC, her remarkable achievements are attended National Integration Camp and Republic Day Camp 2022, participated in the events of Best Cadet Senior Wing Navy. She has been part of Prime Minister's Rally and Group Dance, received winning trophy of Maharashtra from Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. She has also won gold for Maharashtra in Kabaddi in 2019 and was also awarded as a best player. With the same spirit of immense pride, I would continue to call upon Cadet Captain Nikita Khote, ma'am, to elaborate us about how to join NCC and her overall NCC experiences till now. Over to you, ma'am.
Jai Hind, and thank you, Kashish, for this platform. And I thank Trishakti-Cell for bringing up such an amazing platform for letting know the youth what is actually NCC. Let me start with saying this, that I was the person who did not know about NCC to begin with. And such webinars will definitely bring a lot of people and a lot of students to know about NCC. I will highlight all the joining processes and activities, benefits, and also my experience in this webinar. Starting with the joining processes, it differs from maybe colleges to colleges. You can get into NCC by contacting to your colleges where if the NCC has been available or not. It depends according to your headquarters where it is. So you can contact your headquarters where you'll be able to know where which is the closest unit from you, that is battalion unit or anything that is closer NCC for you. So in the joining process for the first years, it is that the first thing that has been checked in a person is that how tough a person is in doing a physical workout. As SUO Akansha Asnare ma'am said that before, she was a batch of COVID-19. So she did not went through a lot of physical workout. But usually what this is all about is that how tough you are in the workouts. So begins with, it is the last thing that we want in our defense who gives up easily. So your toughness is first thing that has been checked while you are joining the NCC. As soon as the first part is completed, the second part comes, that is your mental strength, where you are being interviewed, where you are being asked questions which are very basic, but are the one that shows if you have confidence or not. After that, there will be sessions where there will be question papers you have to solve. The majority of the time, every fallen that has been taken will have a lots of question paper solving. So that will show that how much knowledge does a person have. And the question paper basically consists of normal questions like who was the first president, what is the national bird of India. These are the basic things that have been checked and inculcated in a person slowly. As soon as you complete your physical workout, then your mental strengths are being checked. After that, a final list is made on which you are being selected. So this was just the joining process. It is easy, but you will have to push your levels because right now the competition is very high. Looking towards NCC, point of view of looking towards NCC has changed in these years. And for now, the competition has been very wide. So as Akansha ma'am said, there are 1 lakh cadets just in Maharashtra. So you must have the idea what is the quantity of the cadets in all over the India. So there is a lot of competition when it comes to NCC. After that, what are the activities that are conducted? There are small activities also, like blood donation camps are being held, cleanliness drives are held to bring up the to clean our environment, to let the cadet know what is good, what is bad, and what can a cadet make a difference is also a main important thing that has been brought in a cadet. So after that, there are camps, and the biggest camp for naval wing is Navsainik camp. In this camp, you get to do a lot of activities in which there is best cadet, boat pulling, rigging. Rigging is a thing which is in which Navy deals with a lot of knots. So rigging competition is also there. There's also a ship modeling competition, which is basically the one of the greatest competition because you get to know what does a ship or how does a ship works. It is one of the best. Then moving towards the next is ship attachment camp. This is one of the best camp, I would say, because in this camp you get to the ship actual ship and how does it run, you get to know that everybody must know that INS Tir is the one used for NCC cadets. In this, you are part of this INS Tir, how it functions, how it runs, everything you get to know in this particular camp. Moving towards next prestigious camp of Naval Wing is INA, Indian Naval Academy Camp. It is held in AG Malas Zamorin, where you get through the organization. How does actually the Navy works? Here, all the administrative part is been looked through and how does it works. So INA is a camp where you get to know the organization, how does Indian Navy functions, whereas ship attachment camps tells you how does actually a ship works. So in these two camps, you get to know overall view of Indian Navy, how does it functions, and how can you be a part of Indian Navy in future. After that, there are mountaineering camp. There are a lots of camp in this. I would not like to mention everything because it is very big, as NCC is a very big family and it also has a lots of branches. So as there is a mountaineering camp in which one of our cadet has reached the K2, the second highest peak of India, K2 mountain. She have reached there. So this have given a lot of people a lots of benefits. Now moving in just Navy, these were the camps. Now talking about overall, as Akansha Asnare ma'am said, RDC camp, the prestigious camp. In this, this was the best camp, and it is all about, in this camp, it's about, the time is of 6 months. In this camps, you get to learn the most of everything. Like you get to know your potential, you get to know where you stand, and you are more clearer about the thoughts that are going through you. Now, what are the benefits? Moving towards the benefits, the best part of NCC is that you get your personality shaped in a very well-mannered way. It takes you from the way you walk, the way you talk, everything is just changed from a first year to third year. In these 3 years journey, your personality is built in such an absolutely beautifully way that you are way too much confident that you won't be afraid even to talk to the dignitaries. Like we have met our DG NCC, Lieutenant General Gurveer Pal Singh. He's actually a very sweet person, but the personality of as such, you can confidently talk with that such person. Talking about my personal experience, I was a person who used to be a shy person, introvert person, but today you can see me that I can interact with unknowns of almost 100 people sitting in front of me, but I can talk to you people very easily. So this is what has changed in me in just being in NCC. In talking about my experience in the first year was, I would say that it was a headache for me, because it was the greatest thing that happened to me, because it was the toughest part of your journey. When you get into NCC, you have to push your limits at most, that you have to go from 0 to 100 by your speed at any cost. And if you have the seniors, you have seniors of very good experiences, they are not going to make your journey easy. The thing that will happen is they are continuously going to pin you and tell you that you have made mistake, this is where you are wrong. So you have to continuously work for it. So the first year, being a science student, you have to deal with practicals, lectures, and then the fallens. So in this journey, the best part was, yeah, the ragda. The best part you can say is that every day you have to work for yourself continuously. Anyhow, anyway, there is something that will come up to you. In the first year, you just have to work on yourself. The outcome will be beautiful. In the second year, you are in a position where you get sandwiched. That is, the third years are pushing you, and the first years you have to take care of. So in this position, what basically happens is, here you are the one that has to train your juniors. You have to question the juniors. So this time, you have to be prepared twice the time of being a junior, because the junior can cross question you at any time, and you are supposed to have the answers. So in this second year, it was again growing up. Growth was doubled, speeding up was double. In the third year, my most of the third year went in Republic Day camp, as we shared the platform. Cadet, Senior Under Officer Akansha Asnare ma'am, Prithvi Patil ma'am, and me, we three of us shared a platform of Best Cadet. I would like to share the timetable of the Republic Day camp, that only the 6 of us were given. That was, we used, the first fallen was at 5 o'clock. That was for the drill. After that, just for half an hour drill, where we just used to get warm up. In that moment, after 5:30, it was firing, it was started, which was continuous for till 9 in the morning. After that, sometimes we used to get breakfast, or sometimes we used to skip the breakfast, because it was not an option that we could spend at least 5 to 10 minutes there, where we can, eat peacefully. So we used to, most of the time we used to skip the breakfast, and then we used to run again to go to the drill, just for 1 hour. Then 9 to 10 drill again, and then 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock was our lectures. After a lot of workout, we used to study in an AC room. So that was a place where we used to take 5 minutes nap, which turned out to be almost half an hour naps, where we used to study hard. And then after that, we used to have 2 o'clock. Sometimes the classes would extend till 3. Then sometimes we used to get lunch. Even that was an option that we used to skip. And then after that, 3 o'clock, we used to have lectures till 4. And then 4 to almost 6:30 till it get dark, we used to do firing again. And after that, we used to get hardly 15 minutes where we can just, change our attires. And then we used to move towards the dance practice. As we have to be part of everything, being a best cadet, we have to participate in culturals as well. So after that, 6:30, around 6:30, we used to be in the dancing practice till 10 o'clock. And after that, we used to get the time to have dinner peacefully. But sometimes as I said, this is NCC where things work on time, starts on time, but does not end on time. So it extends a lot. And then after around 10:30, we used to have our dinner. And then after that, if we have a little energy, we used to study. But there was no option for us, because a lot of study had to be covered. So we used to study till 11, 11:30, sometimes 12, and then again wake up at 4 o'clock. This was the continuously routine for almost 2 camps, I guess. Kanchama was there.
Yes,
For the 2
definitely.
camps. And this was, means, bringing up the best in us. But it was a very tough point where we used to break down, and we were for one another, that we used to stand for each other and take ourselves high. So this was my experience overall about RDC. Reaching Delhi was a beautiful part, but the journey where we practiced and we made ourselves tough was the best part, because in that situation we thought we were getting low, means we were not working much. But as soon as we reached Delhi, our performance just boosted up in such a way that Maharashtra, whenever an event was done, the names of Maharashtra Directorate Best Cadets were highlighted everywhere. And no doubt that Akanksha ma'am has DJ NCC, then Prithvi Patil, All India rank 1. Both of them were the best. Three of us shared a beautiful platform. And I'm saying this again and again because, this is the only place where you get to build yourself in a very perfectly mannered way. You can mold yourself in the best way possible. So joining NCC would be the best decision that you will take in your life, and you would never regret. That is my guarantee. I take it. Yes, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your words of wisdom. It was a great honor to hear your experiences. Once again, thank you so much, ma'am. Now, Pranav will introduce our third eminent speaker of the webinar, Cadet Warrant Officer Prithvi Patil, ma'am. Over to you, Pranav.
Am I audible now?
Yes, yes, you are.
Jain ma'am. It's an honor to introduce our speaker, All India Best Cadet Senior Wing Air Force 2022 Cadet Warrant Officer Prithvi Patil ma'am of 1 Maharashtra Air Squadron NCC Mumbai. Ma'am currently pursuing a second year BSc General from Hind College. She has completed her schooling from Royal Girls High School, Miraroo. Her interest in aviation and aircraft motivated her to join the Air Wing NCC. She was a part of Republic Day Camp 2022 and was selected for the flag area briefing of the Maharashtra Directorate Flag Area, and also won the All India Best Cadet Senior Wing Air Force Award 2022. With all her remarkable achievements in NCC, she wished to join the Indian Air Force as a fighter pilot. With the same high spirit, now I would like to call upon our third eminent speaker, Cadet Warrant Officer Prithvi Patil ma'am, to brief us about the difference between a cadet and a student, the NCC examination certificate A, B, and C, and her overall experience till now. Over to you, ma'am.
Hello everyone, and thank you so much, Pranav, for such a wonderful introduction. I would like to thank the Trishakti-Cell for organizing this wonderful event and calling me and giving this opportunity to all three of us to share our experiences and interact with youth as, amazing and enthusiastic youth as you all. And this is a platform we three are sharing after quite some long time. And here we get to meet again, and it is wonderful to see these smiling faces again. So to start with, I was asked to talk about how a cadet is different from a student, and also about the A Cert and B certificate exams. So to start with, the thing is, the question that how a cadet can be differentiated from a normal ordinary student is actually, you can judge a person when you're looking in when there are we say two people standing in front of us. Let us say one of them is an NCC cadet and the other one is an ordinary student pursuing his graduation or whatsoever course from whatever field he has chosen. And the thing which will differentiate both of these people is the way they are dressed, the way they're talking, and every single thing, the way they carry themselves. So whenever you look at a person who has completed, be it cadets like us, NCC cadets, or be it NDA cadets or anybody for that matter, the way you dress up, the way you talk, the confidence that you have developed through all the training years that you've gone through is how you were differentiated by an ordinary student. When you go through the entire NCC training, you are inculcated with discipline, punctuality, organization skills. And the thing is, the discipline that you carry to your regular callings is taken along with you all to your regular college lectures. So you would be more disciplined there. You would follow punctuality, because now you know if you're going to be late, you will be getting the ragda by your seniors. Though here there won't be any seniors, but this is a habit, because there you're on time. So here also you would be on time with all of your assignments, be it your attendance or anything for that matter. The discipline that is there, the way you talk, we are passed with along with some ethics that we follow in NCC. The way we talk with our seniors, the way we deal with our juniors, the abusive language that is otherwise used in organizations or maybe colleges or schools is not inculcated in us, because we know that if we do something like this, we are going to be punished. And so we have good habits inculcated in us, be it by the way of ragdas or be it by the way of you respecting your seniors. So that is how you are differentiated. You can now see three of us talking in front of you. That is not because we were not born with these skills. We eventually developed these skills, and we can say NCC has played a very important role in it. Okay, so now going on to the next part, that is what is about the A Cert and the B Cert exams. So we're talking about the A certificate exams. It is an exam which is applicable for the junior division and junior wing. That is students who are a part of NCC, but they are school going children and not college going children. So their age would be from 12 to 18 and a half years of age. And you can apply for your A certificate exams anytime in your second year. Your age might be 14, 15, whatever. It is usually in your second year. So there are 2 years for A certificate exams, that is first year and your second year. Your exam would be in your second year. Your first year would be a training period. Along with this, you also have to attend at least one ATC, that is an annual training camp. That is how we follow it in our school years. And then talking about the senior division and senior wing, that is SGs and SWs, that is students who go for colleges or are in their bachelor's years or degree colleges. This is you can give your C Cert, that is the final exam of NCC, anytime up to your 26 years of age. So that is the age limit that has been specified for senior division and senior wing. So the C Cert exam, or there are actually 2 exams. So that this is the 3 years of NCC that you spend here, along with your equivalent course going on. So you could be an engineering student and you could have your 4 years. So anytime in these 4 years, you could pursue the 3 years alongside. Or if you are a bachelor's normal degree student like me, you can get enrolled in your first year and your NCC would be equivalent with your course of study. So in your second year, you will have to face a B Cert exam, that is B certificate, and in your third year, you'd be having your C certificate exam. So portion for these exams is your special subject, that is different for each of the 3 wings. So Army would have their own special subject, which would be related to Indian Army, and Air Force would have their own. And similarly, Naval wing would have their own naval unit book, which would be concentrating towards the activities that are held in the Indian Navy. And along with this, there is a common subject, as the name suggests. It is common for all 3 of the years. All 3 of the wings. So this is the B Cert and the C Cert exam. You have to be thorough with both of these small little books which you get, and it is more of your general understanding. So common subject would craft you as a person, and special subject would make you aware about the NCC wing that you are a part of. Now going on towards my experience in NCC, most of it has been shared by Akanksha ma'am and Nikita ma'am, as we 3 did our RDC together. Our schedule, they very well spoke about our schedule, what kind of hardships we went through, and everything they spoke about. So talking about, I would like to tell you how I started with my journey. As Pranav mentioned, I wished to join the Indian Air Force, and that is what got me towards the Air Wing NCC. At first, when I was at school, I had NCC in my school, you could say. Actually, our school extends from college as well. So there used to be SD cadets, and I used to see them every day taking ragda and doing their regular parades while I would go back home. And I was damn sure I'm never going to join an organization like this, where you come in a white t-shirt and are sent back home in a completely dark brown colored, or completely covered in dust and mud. So I was sure I was not never ever joining NCC. But when I had decided that I would like to become a fighter pilot or join the Indian Air Force, my dad told me NCC is going to play a very important role and would help me for sure. So he is the one who suggested Air Wing NCC to me and got me enrolled there. And then our regular parade started. So at that time, I had no idea about what exactly. I used to think NCC is just Ragada, but now I know what it is exactly and how it has helped me throughout. So when I got enrolled there, I came to know about this. My seniors had done RTC and I saw them and I was damn sure, okay, this is the thing I wanted to do. And I found out about the Best Cadet competition. As we all, most of you must be defense aspirants, I'm sure. And we all are very much worried about the SSB. So that was the fear I had. And I thought Best Cadet competition would be the best way to approach SSB, because all the group discussions and interviews which we go through along, throughout our journey that was my thought, that it would help me for sure when I have to face my SSBs. And as ma'am said, as Nikita ma'am said, it gives us the confidence to speak in front of, dignitaries like the DGNCC or your own CO sir as well. So when I went for my interview there in my unit and I was interviewed for the first time for joining NCC, I had never ever seen an Air Force officer before that. And now here I was standing in front of an officer of the rank group captain. And it gave me goosebumps right from my toe till my head. And I was completely shaken at that. I was actually staring at his uniform and imagining myself in that blue. And then slowly and steadily, now I can say, from that day when I faced my CEO for the first time and to this day when I have faced the DGNCC, NCC has changed me completely from the person I was and now what I am. At first, when we went when I started preparing for the Best Cadet competition, it was kind of a dicey situation for me because I was not sure whether I'd be able to perform good in, as Akanksha ma'am said, a Best Cadet is a person who has to perform in all of the NCC activities. I was not sure whether I'll be able to do firing because I had never ever held a rifle in my hand before. And as being a second year cadet, my first year completely went into lockdown. So we were never ever introduced to firing before Best Cadet competition. So I was not sure whether I'll be able to perform well in this competition, but there was this spirit that even if I haven't done it before, this is the time I have to do it right now. That doesn't matter how it was in the past, but this is the situation and this is how I have to perform. So I held the rifle and I started practicing firing slowly and steadily. I realized that there is nothing in the world which is not possible. With practice, everything is possible. Akanksha ma'am and Nikita ma'am already told you that our schedules were very much packed. We did firing twice a day, so it was almost 60 rounds a day we used to fire, and that way we improved on our firing skills as well. Along with that, you could see the confidence. It helped me boost up my confidence to face. As I said, I had thought it would help me for my SSB, and it really did. I performed, all this experience has helped me a lot in facing interviews or group discussions or lecturates, everything. You could say almost every part of SSB, because you were trained physically as well and you were groomed mentally as well. So it has helped me a lot for facing my future SSBs. And yeah, as we say that this is a Best Cadet competition is a thing which teaches you how to be an all-rounder. So, and to be a multitasker. Before this, during my school days, I remember I was quite of a student who was completely concentrated towards studies. I was not much into sports or or something like that. I used to practice my hobbies, but not exclusively. I was completely into studies, and I realized with NCC that studies are also possible with you being involved in many other extracurricular activities as well. So it has helped me learn time management. That is a very important role NCC has played in my life. Along with this, now my suggestions to you cadets would be: I am damn sure that almost every one of you, not almost, I'm sure every one of you has the potential to come and stand where we three are standing right now. It is just a matter of how much you believe in yourself. So my suggestion to you guys would be, first and foremost, be genuine. Trust in yourself. You are a person who you are because you have chosen to be the person you are. Okay, so be sure about what you are, what you're pursuing. Do not anytime hesitate to, mention your likes and dislikes, or rather I would say your likes, because that is how we are portraying in, when we're asked about ourselves. Be very sure. If you like something, be very confident about it, be genuine about it, because that is the person you are. If you know that, this is me, and you are very confident and you accept it as it is, I am damn sure the interviewer, see, the thing is, if you're not confident yourself, if you are not confident that you are very much the potential cadet for this particular title, be the best cadet or anything else, the person who is interviewing you, how would he be sure that whether you are the potential one or not? So the first and foremost suggestion would be trust in yourself. Nothing at all is impossible. Be confident that you can achieve whatever you have aimed for, be it NCC best cadet or anything else. You can achieve it for sure. Along with this, know yourself very well. You have a clarity of thoughts. Whatever you're doing, why is it that you're doing this and not something else? If you're pursuing BSc, why BSc? If you're pursuing BSc in physics, why particularly in physics? That is my branch of study. So just an example, that is what I want you to be. Be clear of what you're doing. Along with this, be confident. This is what you are. You're doing this. That is for a reason. Be very confident about it. And and one thing that would help you till the end, I'm sure Akanksha ma'am and Nikita ma'am would agree, never ever give up. Never give up for any small reason. You have to fight till your last breath. Remember, that is something we have been taught being in NCC. So never ever give up. I remember when I started with my RDC camp, that was the first ever camp that we faced in Mumbai, and I had fever on the very first day. That was the very first day of our selections for best cadet. I had my DST on that day, and I had around 105 fever, and I was completely gone. I was not even able to stand in the ground. But I was determined that, okay, for 2 months I have struggled for this particular day. This is the day the selection start, and I cannot back out today. So I remember everyone was standing in the ground in a position to give their own DSTs, and we had our commanding officer right in front, who along with the camp commandant, and I just raised my hand saying, "Sir, please give me a chance and let me try it right now before my condition gets worse." And he was very much impressed by my confidence and the spirit to not give up. So please always remember, never ever give up, be it your NCC journey or your journey in life. That is my one suggestion to you all. Thank you so much. I had a wonderful time. Thank you so much. Good day. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, ma'am, to brief us all about your journey. We're grateful to you for sharing your valuable experience to our audience. Thank you once again, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Truly, they all are jewels in their own domains and experiences. As of now, we have been briefed about all the 3 sectors of the defense services and various opportunities. If anyone has any doubts, you may please switch on your mic and ask or put forth your questions in the chat box.
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
There's just one thing that I would like to throw light upon, which all 3 of us have not dealt with. Being engineering students, I think it is important for us to share this knowledge with you, that while you're participating, like you have heard from all 3 of us, that how this particular journey of RDC and all of these camps is very extensive. So all those who are wondering about how we were able to manage our academics, so let me share with you that when you're in the university in Maharashtra, so being a law student, this is a particular provision that is made in Maharashtra Public Universities Act, that if you're participating and representing through NCC anywhere at national or international level, representing the directorate, so none of your academics, the academics part will be taken care of. So even if you miss your unit tests, your practicals, or your semester examination, all of them will be conducted separately only for you. So all those, like I'm sure most of you are engineering students from your college. Anyone who's worried about how we can manage academics, are worried about whether your parents will give you permission for participating in these camps, do not worry about academics. If you have the confidence, like Prithvi ma'am and Nikita ma'am spoke about, like if you have the confidence and if you have it in you to, participate in these camps and be a part of them, do not worry. The academics part will be taken care of. You'll also be incentivized for that in your semester examinations. So if you're participating in these camps, there are extra 5 marks that are added per semester. So if I'm in the 4th year, in both of my semesters, 5 marks will be added as incentives. Along with that, there are also provisions for NCC cadets, which are made in the police services now. Recently, this decision was taken in Maharashtra that 5, 8, and 10% marks as per your A, B, and C certificate will be given extra to you if you want to opt for the police services. Also, there is an NCC C certificate entry, which is there especially for C certificate holders, and you can directly appear for the SSB. You don't have to write a CDS examination. So all of these legal provisions are made sure to give benefit and to incentivize cadets for all of their hard work. So I hope that this information helps you.
I would also like to add upon things like being an engineering student, you would think about giving up your 5 to 6 months of time to such camps would be problematic for you in academically. So it is not about all the prestigious camp that you have to do. It is just about developing yourself. So the best you can develop yourself in 6 months. Also, you can develop yourself in a 10 days camp of CETC. So don't be, in that image. You don't put yourself into that image where you will think that only prestigious camp are going to develop you, or that is the most important in NCC. Every single activity will develop you in a very good, will shape you in a better way.
Very rightly said, Nikita ma'am. That is a very important thing. We all fantasize the national camps a lot, and we think that the other activities that we do in NCC are not as important. But it is nothing like that. It is upon you how you develop yourself, be it at the DG NCC camp or be it in your own college, in your own regular parade ground. It is up to you how you develop yourself. So make use of any small little opportunity which comes in front of you, and make sure that you are making use of it in the right way to shape yourself in the way you want.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for briefing us about everything. There's a question in the chat box I want to elaborate. Airwing cadets who have received C certificate, can they apply for special entry of Army and Navy as well?
Yes, Airwing NCC C certificate holders are able to apply for any of the SSBs, be it Air Force Flying Branch or Army or Navy as well. So they have this privilege of applying in all the 3 forces if they have the NCC C cert. But please make sure that naval cadets, if you want to go for Navy, you should be an engineering student. So if you have to apply for the naval SSB, you will have to be an engineering student, and otherwise you can go for Army, Navy, all the 3 of them.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am, for elaborating.
Thanks a lot.
So now I guess all the doubts have been cleared up to some extent. So now I would like to request all the participants to switch on the camera for a group photograph and make this a memory.
Kashish, just a minute. There are some doubts in the chat box. Please clear them.
Okay, ma'am.
There are some doubt in chat box. Someone is asking, I am in 3rd year and I want to join. Can I still join NCC?
You are in 3rd year. Actually, there is the thing most of the units follow. That is how my unit does it. I'm not sure about most of the others, but I think that is the followed trend. That if you have to join NCC, you should have something academic going on equivalent alongside. You cannot just simply enroll in NCC. So you'll have to have something related to academics. If you are in third year and you are, looking forward to continue with your masters, I'm sure you can join NCC in third year as well. But if you do not want to pursue your masters, it would be a little difficult to continue to offer NCC in third year, because then you do not have anything academic going on and further.
Also, there are vacancies in NCC are very limited considering the limitations on the strength. So the cadets or the participants who want to join NCC, like the ones who are having academics equivalent to their NCC, will be prioritized more than you. So you'll be a lucky one if you have that particular opportunity, like in your unit. If there are vacancies available, only then you'll get it. Or otherwise, people who are academically having, like suppose I am in the first year or in the second year and I'm pursuing a 5 years course, then I'll be prioritized more than someone who is in the third year and wants to take NCC, so that the benefit of the NCC and the motto of NCC can be carried forward. So that is an answer to your question.
There is another doubt. Can you focus more light on the NCC special entry scheme for defense entries?
Pranav, can you please come again? I was not able to hear.
There's doubt that can you focus more light on the NCC special entries? Yeah, he's asking about C certificate entry.
Yeah, got that. Ma'am, would you like to go ahead, Akanksha ma'am?
Yeah, anyways, I'll just speak a few lines. If you want to add something upon it, you can go ahead too. So NCC C certificate entry is like any other entry, like the technical entry, the JAG entry. It is an entry to which if you're a C certificate holder and if you have A and B grade in your C certificate, then you have an opportunity of directly appearing for the SSB interview. So unlike the common defense services examination, you do not need to write an examination. All that you need to have is A or B grade in your C certificate. You need to apply, like whenever the vacancies come out, you need to apply as per the vacancies are given, and then you will directly appear for the SSB interview. If you're screened in, recommended and merited, then you will obviously get into the forces. But that is that about special entry scheme. So unlike others who are not from the tech background or who do not have the option of direct entry, NCC provides a chance for all of those people, all of those cadets to directly appear for the services selection board. Prithvi ma'am, if there's anything you would like to add.
Yeah, exactly. I guess you covered all the points. I would just like to add a suggestion to all the NCC cadets that please do not depend on just the NCC special entry, because there are a few drawbacks as well. Many cadets go for NCC C-Cert entry. The thing is that there you have to see, when you go through some written exam, you have already proved your intellectual in the written exam. But here you have to prove intellectually how smart you are. And because there is a lot of strength, there might be some, I would not say loopholes, but because just think, there are just a few officers who are testing around 500 cadets altogether. So you might as well not be able to show your complete potential in the first screening day itself. So I would like to suggest everyone, instead of depending entirely on NCC special entry, make sure that you're preparing for the written exam as well, because that is what is going to get you through. I'm not saying that there are no cadets who could make it into the armed forces through NCC special entry. Of course, there are a few lucky ones, but the vacancies are very less. As for my Air Wing NCC, I know that there are just 2 or maximum 3 cadets who get into the flying branch through NCC special entry. So just be sure that you are prepared for the written exam as well.
Yeah, and when, as Prithvi ma'am said, when you depend on just on the NCC entry, they will cancel out totally the lot. Sometimes this has happened that they cancel out full of the lot. So the next time you appear, that is you become a repeater, and which would cause you more troubles. So give the preference to the written and then go through that, so that it won't be a problematic to you. But because sometimes without checking your capabilities, the batch is being washed out. I'm telling this again and again because it has happened a lot of time, and then you become a repeater. So it would cause you a lot of trouble ahead.
Yeah, that is what exactly. So cadets, remember, I would suggest Do not depend on NCC special entry. Prepare for written
Absolutely.
exam, get good marks in your merit, and only then go for SSB.
Exactly.
Jai Hind, ma'am. Ma'am, my name is Cadet Deepak Shah. I want to know that when a cadet went for a camp selection, so which type of qualities the officers want to see in him or her?
The
Uh,
very okay, go ahead.
Nikita, ma'am, please go ahead. Please go ahead.
The very first thing that will be checked in you is that how confident you are, that even if you don't know anything, that is the one thing that is going to take you ahead is your confidence, because most of the time you don't know in an interview what a person is going to ask you, or even when you are standing in a fallen, how confidently are you standing, or how confident are you about doing the things that you are given to do, like activities, like if you are involved in drill, if you are doing it in a very well mannered way, like are you putting your efforts. So your confidence is the first thing that they check. And second things, it comes sometimes, if you are representing like for the best cadet, you have to have a strong communication. That will matter a lot, because you in future you are going to interact with, as ma'am said, CEOs, colonels, and then again you get the opportunity to talk to DG NCC. So at that moment you are not supposed to fumble, or at that moment you are not supposed to get troubled with even speaking. So your confidence and the communication, the most two important parts that works. Yeah,
And
please go ahead.
another quality that Prithvi ma'am already spoke so elaborately about is the never give up attitude. So no matter if there's something you don't know, if you're, ask rapid questions and you're not aware of the answers, they are trying to, test you in a manner in which they are trying to check the confidence, your communication skills. So when you know that you are in and around people who are so good, who you are judging them to be better than you, don't get troubled by that thought, don't get bogged down, believe in yourself, and don't give up no matter what. So that's a quality that will make you stand out amongst any cadets, be it from all over the country. So your attitude of looking towards your competition, communication and confidence, these, and your turnout and bearing, so that is also seen a lot in NCC, how you dress up, how you stand. So be very spick and span about your uniform and wear it with a lot of pride, so that will make you stand out, be it you're appearing for any selections of any camps.
Okay,
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, further one more question. Can I ask?
Yeah, go ahead.
Ma'am, especially when the officers are means standing in front of us and we have to give a presentation for the camp selection. So how can one person manage his nervousness? Because many of times when the seniors are standing and the officers, so nervousness is one of the aspect which happens to us.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You need to understand one thing is that the person sitting in front of you has also made a lot of mistakes in his past. So getting nervous is going to make your presentation worse. So the only thing that is going to go in your good direction is that, I said again, confidence. It means like, just, okay, don't visualize your result already. That is the biggest problem that we actually do, that we visualize, okay, maybe the COSOs are not going to like my presentation, maybe this will happen, that will happen. The best thing is go give your presentation and wait for the result. Instead of imagining the result, it will create only and only problems. Yeah, think about the results, like if your presentation is good, in that manner you have to think like, yeah, is my presentation good? Will it work out? Will it not work out? Okay, if you have given your best, you don't need to be afraid of anything, because the person sitting in front of you is almost his service is almost more than your age. So he knows where you stand, and at this age, if you are representing something, maybe you might have some different qualities that you are standing in front of him. So just be confident and don't think about the result. That is the first thing when most of the people or most of the cadets makes mistakes. And this is the best, means this is the quality that we all best cadets, the 6 of us, has shared in this, because this is what makes us different. We were not afraid to deal with the interviews because we knew that okay, sir will ask us questions, but sometimes we don't know the answer. It has mostly happened that we don't know the answer. We have to come up genuinely, as Prithvi ma'am said, genuine, be simply be who you are. Okay, and if you are giving a presentation, obviously you would have put some effort in that, so
Exactly.
it will show, it will come up in your presentation. Don't be nervous at all. That does not even make any sense, because being nervous will cause harm to you. So best part is don't imagine your result.
Just two things. First thing, that whatever you have done, like trust in your hard work, know that you have worked hard. So like Nikita ma'am said, whatever you have done till now, you have actually worked hard upon it. So trust that whatever you have prepared with is going to be the best, and don't try to avoid nervousness. It's human tendency to get nervous. So don't think that I don't have to get nervous. Oh, I'm looking at his uniform, what am I doing in my hand? Don't try to avoid it. It's normal. Just take a deep breath, close your eyes before you begin your presentation, take a deep breath and trust in what you have done. That will take you through. Just don't think too much that I don't have to get nervous. Oh, I'm getting nervous. So you trying to avoid it will get you more nervous. So don't do that.
And just a tip,
Thank
just
you,
a
ma'am.
small little tip, but I'm sure it would work for you. Try it next time you go for any presentation or facing any authority. When once you enter or once you see that person, give him or her a big smile. Just smile,
Yes.
okay? That would make sure that would that person would also calm down, looking at your smiling face, and even you would be confident. That is how that is a trick I have been following for all the interviews. So just go.
Many people are
smile.
charmed by your smile. So that shows your
Yes,
confidence.
they would be very much pleased that you're smiling looking at them. Just smile. It's okay if you have the guts to wish them. If you don't have the guts, just keep smiling and begin. That is what would help you for sure.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your valuable solution.
There's another question for your Kancham ma'am. As you have been uploaded a video where you were asking questions to Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. So what was it about, and was it a part of RDC camp?
No, actually, it was not a part of RDC camp. It was the National Youth Parliament, wherein, because I stood third in the State Youth Parliament, I got an opportunity to be a part of the National Youth Parliament. It was conducted in Vigyan Bhavan in Delhi. So there were students who were selected to ask a question to the Prime Minister. There were only 4, and like there are various tests till you reach there. So your voice is checked, your knowledge is checked, your speaking skills are checked, and after all of that happens, you're selected. So I was selected to speak for Maharashtra and ask a question to him. And I don't think so I should elaborate more, as it is not connected to NCC.
Thank you, ma'am. One more question is there. Specs persons are allowed to join NCC?
They are very much allowed. It is nothing like that.
Another question coming up. Ma'am, do we need more than 60 plus in both maths and physics for Air Wing C certificate, even though we are applying for other entries like Army or Navy?
No, there is no such specification that you need 60 plus marks for Air Wing NCC. But if you are taking Air Wing NCC with a view to join the Indian Air Force in the future, the flying branch particularly talking about, you will need 60% marks, not 60%, 60 plus marks in your physics and maths in your 12th standards. That is something important, but it is not like that. Okay, but talking about Vayu Sainik camp, it is a camp which is more towards academics and you as a person who is an air cadet, which depends on your knowledge of your special subject that is completely related to flying and physics related to it. And of course, mathematics comes alongside as well. So be sure that you're good at these subjects, because you would be allowed into the Vayu Sainik only and only if you understand all the concept related to the flying of an aircraft very well, which is very much related to physics. And if you understand your basic concepts of physics, it does not matter how much marks you have in those subjects.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. This is the last question I want to elaborate. Ma'am, please give some guidance about the person who is about to give his or her physical test. Guidance about the physical test we require in NCC.
See, physical test is very simple. They will
Very
ask you
basic.
to do 25 push-ups. Even if you're able to do just 10, try to do the other ones as well. You know you cannot do it. The other person knows you cannot do it, but he will see that you're at least trying. So I will tell you my experience of joining for the first time. So I was made to do around, I guess, 15 or 20 push-ups, I don't remember. And I was able to do it. And then when I went for my interview with the CEO, he asked me, your arm strength is looking very weak, Prithvi. Do you do some physical activity? And I very confidently said, okay, at that time I was not very much genuine or something like that. I am telling you, I have changed a lot from the process of my joining to till date. So at that time I said very confidently, yes, sir, I practice 25 push-ups every day. So he was like, oh, really, 25 push-ups every day? Okay, do 5 push-ups here right now. And I was like, okay, 5 push-ups here. And I tried to do it. I am sure I trembled a lot, but I completely did 5 push-ups, touching my nose to the floor. So that is what he was saying. He was smiling, he was laughing also. And when I got up, he told me, okay, that is not the right way you do it, but I'm sure I'll teach you when you join. So be sure that you're doing it. Don't just give up. That is what they're looking for. They will train you to do it. Right now, they're not expecting you to do it. Of course, they are, but they will train you. They just want you to be confident enough.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am, for elaborating. As the chat box is flooded with many questions, I want to ask one more. As you all were the best cadets of RDC camp, what message would you like to convey to your juniors and the students aspiring for joining NCC and do national camp RDC, especially RDC?
Just one question, just one line I would say, work hard here. You will work hard, you will make it. That's the only thing I would say. Work hard. And
it's a beautiful,
make sure that you would recommend. That is the
yeah. And it's a beautiful journey, I would say that, because you go through a lot of tough spots. So you become a great person in that. So being a best cadet in RDC is like you'll come out of it as SSB prepared. So it's a good thing that I would suggest being in a best cadet would be great.
All 3 of us who are present here and all the 56 of us who got an opportunity to be a part of Maharashtra Directorate RDC Camp 2022. These are the memories, the lives that we lived for those 6 months. I'm sure that till the last day, we will not forget the memories that we have made, the lessons that we learned, and the people that we have associated there with. We have earned some great mentors over there, the officers that we interacted with. We're still in touch with them. They're still there to guide us every step of the way. So if you're someone who is aspiring to join NCC, who is aspiring to be a part of the Republic Day camp, don't give up on your dream. The thought, whenever you make up your mind that this is something that I want to do, RDC is something that you want to do, or any other thing in life, is when you make up your mind that that is something that you want to do, don't give up on your dreams, no matter what challenges you come. RDC has taught all 3 of us one thing, that the day we feel that we cannot do more than this, that is the day we start pushing ourselves, and a little more effort can help us become a better person and help us in improving ourselves. So we have realized that our potential is much more than what we think it is. So that is what RDC has taught us. That is what NCC in general has taught us, and we'll remember it throughout our lives.
Sure. And on a funny note, I would say, if do RDC for making friends throughout the Maharashtra Directorate and also
all
throughout
over
India.
the country.
I would
Yes.
say, if right now I decide to go to Pune or Amravati, or for that matter to Nagpur, I guess Shruti ma'am is also there. I would definitely have one night's sleep very
Yes,
well.
yes, of course.
Very good meal at everyone's place. So do RDC for making friends throughout Maharashtra and also for post RDC. Now I will not tell you what do I mean by do RDC for post RDC. I'm sure you will know it when you do it. That is on a funny note for sure.
Sorry for interrupting the session, but we have Junior Under Officer Shruti Ojha ma'am here. I request her to share her experiences also. Shruti ma'am.
Hello, Jai Hind, everyone.
Ma'am.
Nice to see you here.
Talking about RDC, it was a really very good for me, and everything was told by all of my seniors, and I will be telling you about my experience. I get there many friends. I make many friends there, and if I should talk about the camp, we got hard work. Means हमने बहुत कुछ किया वहाँ पे. Like if I should tell you, training जो हमारी होती है, the training period was from morning 4 o'clock, and getting रगड़ा. कभी कभी हमारे मतलब हम अपना ये what we call us like breakfast भी छोड़ देते थे. And when we reached finally to Delhi, I will be talking about Delhi. Delhi में जब हम पहुंचे, so it was really very proud moment for us. We gone through very lot of hard works for reaching Delhi, and Delhi में पहुंचने के बाद हमारा जो Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, you are.
So I would be talking about Delhi. जब हम दिल्ली में सब पहुंचे, so we got there many directorate peoples, cadets, and when we interact with other cadets, it was like कि Maharashtra was the best, because sorry due to my network. So for RDC 29th January को जो program होता है, in that program we got the chance to meet with the Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister, Honorable Raksha Mantri, and मैं ये सबसे बोलूंगी कि that was the moment for me, was the best moment of my life till now, because हम common लोगों को it is not possible to meet with the Defense Minister, not possible to meet with the DG NCC, and even not possible to meet with the other dignitaries, but there we got the chance to meet with all of them, and that was really best moment for me. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing your valuable experiences. So moving on further, we have been briefed about everything, various opportunities, and if anyone has any doubts further, I would like to move further now. Now, I guess all doubts have been cleared up to some extent. So I would like to request all the participants to switch on the camera for a group photograph. Fine. Thank you, everyone. The feedback form is given in the chat box. Please fill the feedback form, and only those participants will get the certificates who will fill the feedback form. Now, I would like to call upon the student co-coordinator of Trishakti-Cell, Cadet Sakshi Mahajan, to propose the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Kashish. Am I audible properly?
Yes, Sakshi.
Yes, you are.
Jai Hind, everyone. As we express our gratitude, we never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter words, but to live by them. I, Cadet Sakshi Mahajan, co-coordinator of Trishakti-Cell, deem it a great honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks on behalf of Trishakti-Cell and NCC Cell GCOEN and all the participants for this amazing session. My heart is filled with lots of gratitude and respect for our chief guest speakers, Cadet Captain Nikita Khoth ma'am, Cadet Warrant Officer Prithvi Patil ma'am, and Senior Under Officer Akansha Asanare ma'am, who despite the busy schedule has found the time to grace the occasion and guided our audience in a wonderful manner. I am also grateful to our principal, Dr. R.P. Borkar sir, for being the catalyst that inspired us to do our best and stood by us as a pillar of power. Trishakti-Cell coordinator, Professor Neha Kharse ma'am, for her rock-solid support system and encouragement. NCC Cell coordinator, Professor S.R. Vag sir, for the right logistic support, guidance, and heavy cooperation in the organization of the program. I extend my thanks to all the faculty members for their valuable contribution, guidance, and encouragement in all our efforts. A special thanks to Junior Under Officer Shruti Ojha ma'am and Cadet Sergeant Priyam Kumar Ojha sir for helping us to get such eminent speakers. A special gratitude to all the team members of Trishakti-Cell and NCC Cell who have worked hard to ensure that this event becomes a great success. Last but not the least, I thank all the participants for their active presence in the session, and we expect the same participation in our upcoming sessions too. Finally, I would like to end with an quote. Quartered in snow, silent to remain, when the bugle calls, they shall rise and march again. Once again, I thank you all for your kind attention and conclude the session.
Now, I would like to conclude the event by again expressing my gratitude towards each and every one of you in the webinar, and would also apologize for any technical issue if occurred. Thank you all for making this event a grand success, and was grateful for your patience here. Thank you. Have a great day ahead. Jai Hind.
Thank you and Jai Hind.
Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for being there.
Thank you for organizing such a wonderful event. We wish you all the very best for all the future events that you're going to conduct. Trishakti-Cell is doing a fabulous job, and there are so many students who will benefit from this. Wishing you all the luck. Thank you.
Thank you. We would definitely be grateful if you come to Nagpur and give us a live offline webinar. It would be a great experience for us.
Definitely, I'd be much obliged to be there.
Yeah, we will be waiting for the opportunities.
Yes,
yeah.
sure.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Jai Hind.
Thank you.
Jai Hind, ma'am.
Jai.